Kneen's Sunrise, JPK 1180 Sunrise, first overall for the season for Rourke. So this is almost the battle of the season.
Congratulations, quite a result.
Thank you very much. Hasn't really sunk in yet, to be honest, but I don't think we know yet whether we've really won overall, so it's a little bit of nail biting to be done.
There was a little bit of tension at the end, but yeah, sitting pretty at the minute, I think. Tell us about your race. How's the beginning start, first of all? Quite a punchy start?
Yeah, punchy start. We knew we were going out into quite a lot of pressure. I mean, we saw 30, low 30s on the way out, and Hurst and Bridge were interesting on the way out of the Solent, and actually it was quite busy getting out of the Solent as well, and ducking boats in 25 knots is quite good fun. And unfortunately, one of our close rivals was dismasted in the Solent as well, which was a bit shocking to see. And then actually, once we were out of the Solent, we kind of just knew we had to hold it together for the first day, and then make sensible decisions. Well, there was a bit of a decision at the Lizard as to whether you followed what most of the other boats did and went sort of turned hard right at the Lizard and went that side of the first TSS, which kind of initially we didn't want to do because the tide was turning to be against us there, but we knew that we were expecting this big right shift, so there was a lot of reason to push to the right, and I think ultimately that's probably where we did well on the boats in our class, because we went through in pretty foul tide, but I think the guys behind us went through in much worse tide. So we kind of got ahead and footed to our wind shift and tacked and looked on the tracker, and we'd done all right out there.
Felt comfortable with that?
Yeah.
And how was your rock rounding?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've rounded that rock 3 times, and every time I've been there it's been misty and grey and miserable, so I always find it hard to believe when I see sunny photos of it. But yeah, it was okay, and actually not that windy at that point, and then it was a bit of a slog back across initially before the wind freed a bit, and then we could put our foot down.
Yeah, and then after the Sillies you guys made enormous gains, didn't you?
Yeah, we knew that there was a ridge kind of coming behind us with nothing behind it for a while, and we knew it was kind of 10 miles behind us, and that we had to give it everything that we had to stay in front of it. And I didn't think we would. Like, we'd run a load of routing that said that we wouldn't be in front of it unless we were well over 100% of our targets, and somehow we, I think, just hung on to the front of it, and then it only really died once we got close to the Casquettes TSS.
No hairy moments?
Not really. We broke a kite halyard lock, which was a bit annoying, so we couldn't use one of our reaching sails, which I thought was going to cost us. But yeah, we did the Fastnet in 2019, which was the first year that we'd put like big A sails on the boat, and we learnt a bit. Then downwind moding's really it's quite tricky, because the boat gets up in planes, but not until it's 20 knots basically. So it's quite hard to know what that crossover is. And actually this year we've put quite a different set of reaching sails on the boat. In fact, I think every sail on the boat's new and been tweaked this year. Yeah, there's been a lot of effort put into this one. Didn't particularly enjoy the first day, and we had a little bit of seasickness on the boat, but yeah, after that it was pretty good, and actually kind of just stuck to what we knew and just kept plugging on, and it was all good. We're a fairly young boat. I think we get classed as a youth boat, which amuses me because I'm like in my 30s. But Tom Kneen, who owns the boat, is a young owner. I did the last Fastnet with him, as did a couple of our other crew. And yeah, we're basically a group of mates that sail together a lot. Tom's put a lot of effort into the programme this year, and I'm delighted that we could win this one for him.